Hello once again. Today I bring another chat and draw, but I kind of made a little oopsie doopsie. So, you'll find out on by the end, at the later half of the video. I see. Thing is, I may have forgotten to record the last part of the whole art piece. In other words, when I was adding the whole, pizzazz, the white outlines and whatnot. So I kind of work around that in the end to make sure you didn't miss on anything and stuff. But that'll be for future Yuki editor to deal with. But yeah. So let's get into it. Here's the usual, speed paint. It's nice to meet you guys again. I'm pretty sure I will have an intro for this part saying meet you guys again, like little intro. Yes, I'll have an intro already ready, so you're hearing it again. It's nice to meet you guys. I'm Yuki, just your regular old artist, speed paint here on YouTube and stuff. This piece, actually, I'm kind of late. So what happened was, this is all just part of the Blacktober series that I made last year, and problem was that, well, I'm not that fast really with editing, so yeah, you're gonna be seeing a lot of late artwork, sadly, but I think it's kind of okay. Yeah, it's not bad looking back on how I draw, how I color and line and everything. Although for you guys, you're honestly gonna be only seeing colored parts because I am so slow on line art. Yes, I'm very slow on it. So until I can be faster, or I can find a way to make it not look so taxing on me editing wise, and also you guys, yeah, that's not gonna get recorded. But other than that, yeah, I hope you guys like the speed paint so far. Oh, this part I actually liked. Okay, so the trees or the vines at the top, my plan initially was, honestly, to just use the regular old, ink, the regular old, your usual, pen, ink type of brush you see on almost every, art application. I was trying to use that, but then I've been using this new, paintbrush, or this new type of a flat brush bristle type of thing, and I've been liking it a lot. Really, it's not bad, it really isn't. I kind of like it because it makes me think more in a, I guess you could say, artistic view, just drawing, flat brushing. Well, oh no, it makes me feel like a painter. Okay, it makes you feel like a painter. And plus, it's actually not that bad because the edges are kind of squared off. So it's like a nice little, nice little Picasso moment. Look, as an artist, I want to feel validated, so fight me, okay? Anyway, but yes. For those who are new, I guess I could probably go over how I paint and stuff. So my painting is kind of weird, or sorry, coloring is kind of weird. So was my line art, but hey, isn't that just great? But in all seriousness, what I usually do is I have the line art, usually in a dark brown or a maybe like a brown reddish type of color. Yep, that. And then I line art and everything. Bam bam pow. Even you can see it here. Before I change the colors, obviously, but yeah, you see it here and everything. So what I usually do is just I lower the opacity. I think like even right now you see it. I lower the opacity, and sometimes depending on what exactly it is I'm coloring or rendering, I guess. What I usually do is just I color it in, and then I erase, like, I mean, obviously you can see it right here too. I erase the line art action. Yeah, I kind of go lineless in a way, but not all the way. Just not all the way for it to be like kind of lost in color, I guess you could say. That's why I kind of need to also work more on, like, I guess, color theory, because if I don't, I feel like the colors would get lost. That's the reason why I still keep the line art. Yeah, I'm still trying to learn the line art, like, type of, sorry, lineless type of art, so it's getting there. Yeah, that's what I basically do. I just lower the opacity, color it in, and then go back in with an eraser and erase like a good, I'd say 50 to 60% of the line art of that object I've colored in. Usually after that, I'll probably change the line art color depending on, like, the type of, like, mood I'm going for. So for this one, it's gonna end up being like a purpley or like yeah, a purpley type of thing where you study at night, you have the night light on and stuff, and yeah, basically like she's a witch. So yeah, there you go. There you go. But yeah, I usually change the line art color after that, and then I end up sometimes taking out even more depending on, like, how the style looks like, and if it's just not too, like, blank without the line art or any contrast line against the base color. Yeah, I think that's my explanation. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm just putting in the base colors for everything. What I can talk about is actually the idea and, like, the whole premise of this piece. So for this piece, it was basically day number, was it number 2? Or was this, I think this was day number 3. Yeah, it may have been. We'll see at the end. Ha. Anywho, but yes, I think it was it Earth or something? Well, you'll see at the end, and also in the description box. So there's that. This was basically a piece for this prompt called Blacktober. Yeah, I am months late in editing videos. I'm still learning and getting the hang of it. So yeah, But yeah, so what I did was I used my PNG model, which is a little gal up in the corner over there, and I just went ahead and used her, and then just drew to my heart's content. I wanted to sound smart. It didn't work out that well, but yeah, I drew to my heart's content. I don't know what the prompt was. I keep forgetting what it is, but you see here, I have my main character, being a witch, the whole shebang. She's just, trying to do some type of experiment and like, really be the witch that she can really be. Actually, I kind of messed up at the end, but I will tell you that later on. Yeah, I messed up at the end, but I'll tell you guys that at the end. So yeah. Overall, this piece was actually kind of interesting because it was those moments where as an artist, you gotta trust the process. If you don't trust the process, I mean, ooh, oh boy, that's all I'm gonna say. Oof, you're gonna chuck out your work in progress before you can say, I can fix it, but you can't. But here, I did. I trusted the process. I'm still kind of new to the whole lighting thing. I feel like I've gotten better, but it's a little bit tricky once in a while, especially with the shading and shadows and which ones you want to be actual things and which ones you don't want to be actual things. Like even here, like I'm doing the shading and the lighting for the crystals, which will be the main light source, and the rest of the body, and the rest of the things that will pop up sooner or later. But yeah, I mean, I kind of did actually like this piece a little bit more just because it had like a story to it. Basically speaking, you have a main character, like I said, making a potion or whatever. But as you can see the look on her face, I don't think she knows what she's doing. Yeah, I like making funny moments. It's cute. It's fun. I did like it all in the end. Like so far, all the pieces I've done for this event was actually fun. I liked it because I didn't really draw fan art. I was actually tempted to, but then I thought, you know what? Let's draw some original stuff. And I liked it. And I think it also did kind of improve my style of what I want to draw like further into the future. Chibi wise, but like actual character wise is a little bit, it's kind of hard. Yeah, I'm still working on that, but it's a little bit goofy at best, but it's a work in progress, as it is with every art style. You can never really get the perfect art style. There's no such thing as a perfect art style. It all just depends on, as they say, the eye of the beholder. So, okay, the way I do shading honestly is very weird, in my opinion. I feel like I kind of have the hang of it, but it's not at a level where I'm like, super gung-ho crazy about it. Well, then again, I think most artists are like that about themselves. Like, they're actually doing really good, but they probably still, think hard about themselves. It is how it is. But, the shading for me, what I usually do is, I go especially with how I want the feel of the piece to be. So for example, like I said, for this one is gonna be more purple toned because the closest I feel it is to black is like the color closest to black I feel is either like a navy blue or a somewhat dark purple. Most of the time I usually use purple because I love purple. Look at my character's hair, for crying out loud. But aside from that tangent, purple is a color that I usually use the most in shading because like I said, I don't like using black because black is a little bit heavy. It's a little bit, stonk, and it just when you look at anything, is there really a shading that uses black? Like if you're shading like a pillow, for crying out loud, you don't really use black. You use at best a gray, or maybe like depending on what's reflecting on it, like maybe a blue gray. You don't use black. It's just no. I mean, well, depending on like maybe your style, maybe you use black a lot, and like maybe that's what really makes your style pop. Then that's something different. But I use blues and purples and sometimes red. Like even you see here on the vines, I used a dark-ish type of blue. I think maybe it's like a teal dark blue. And then I also used a little tinge of like red just to make it more like the depth more darker, in my opinion. Yeah. And then I also used a yellowish green for the highlight from the crystals onto the vines. That's what I would say is just like, you're not using like, it's green, so you use dark green. No, you can also use different colors that's like one hue or color backwards and then shift the saturation down just a wee bit. That's what I usually do. Yeah. Okay, so now that the video has ended abruptly, and I apologize for that, but here is the final piece. So as y'all can see, I added a lot more white highlights and a few more rendering stuff for like each of the objects and the character and the hair and stuff like that. I added some like, effects with the green smoke around the cauldron. I added a little bit of, a comic little thing where, you have a little bubble that pops up with a little green smoke on it. It's kind of supposed to like represent like, oh, if you see a green smoke, that's not good type of thing. Anyway, let me not hold, you guys not too much longer. Hope you guys have a cool day. So, yeah, bye. Thank you.